Hold up.
In Miss Early's class, our class has been learning about different cultures that have been coming to the United States. These cultures have been coming to the United States for many reasons. 1, for religion, 2, for just a new life, and 3, for gold in California. Specifically, we are learning about the Chinese immigrants. And today we're going to show you how they live and what they did for a living. First, can I have somebody come up here? You please, or Ellie, you please? And this is how the Chinese would deliver gunpowder to people for the transcontinental railroad. And it is also how they delivered people by this wicker basket. Now Akil will show you how the Chinese made the transcontinental railroad.
First of all, the transcontinental railroad was a tough job for the Chinese immigrants. They got a little pay, and they usually got hurt from doing it. Usually they got hurt from the explosions from igniting the gunpowder. Now I'll show you how they made the transcontinental railroad. First, they would pour some gunpowder down here. And then they will ignite it, so it will explode. Many people got hurt from this. And to dig deeper, we usually start hammering it with our hammer. Now,
would anybody
Rita.
like to try to? You could go and try to dig deeper.
Now Rhea will take it.
These are some gold coins that we were awarded from the railroad boss after winning a track laying contest against the Americans. Now Alexis will tell us about our dear friend who died.
They are very dangerous, and many of the Chinese immigrants worked very dangerous jobs and had very many illnesses. Recently, one of our family members had just died from falling off of the wicker basket. Next is Achi.
In China, at the time, China was in a war with another country, and I was one of the people in the war, and this is how I got one of these rings. I was very poor when I was in China, so I decided to come to the U.S. and live here, and I am very satisfied with my life here. Now Akil will show you about our houses and what we do sometimes with our spare time.
As you know, these are our huts we usually build. We usually move around a lot, so these are not our permanent houses. So we build in a location where we usually stay for about a couple of weeks or days. These are the letters to my wife that usually send every week to her in China. Now, Rhea will show you the food.
The Americans and the Chinese had many different cultures and ate many different things. Some of the things that the Chinese ate were tofu, brown and white rice, and noodles. And they would use these pans to cook their food. Instead of using forks and spoons, they would use these chopsticks. Now Alexis will tell you about the Chinese Exclusion Act.
The Chinese Exclusion Act happened because many of the Native Americans didn't want us to move to this land and have the jobs for they wanted us to have jobs but with very little pay. We also have this act because we wanted to have a better life, with more. We wanted to have a better life for pay. Sorry, I couldn't get the words out. Next is Ati.
Thank you for listening to our presentation, and we hope you learned something about the Chinese Americans.